everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So as you can see, we are in the beautiful snowy Vermont, which is obviously what we love. You've seen smugs a lot in our videos, but here we are skiing. It's beautiful. We love it. Today's technique, we are actually going to be diving into the Distress Oxide inks a little bit more, and a few of them aren't back in stock. I think we've been posting about it, so if you need Distress Oxide inks, go look at them now while they're in stock.
Definitely.
But we're going to be doing that with some glitter paper, and here we go.
All right, hello everyone. So today we are working with this background thin cut. It is for our cards. We've used this one before, but this is the hearts background. As you can see, I've kept a bunch of the extra hearts that we've used in the past in here just because it's so pretty. But we want to kind of show you a little bit more about some of our Distress Oxide inks. So I'm going to be cutting this out, but we're going to be using white glitter paper today. So white glitter paper is absolutely gorgeous. I actually have this. This is one of our paper organizers where we keep our extra glitter paper. You can see we have tons of little cuts in here, but I'm going to grab out an extra piece in here. That's perfect. To cut this out, and then we're going to cut this out, and we're going to use some of our Distress Oxide inks. So I'll be back. Actually, we're not going to cut this right away. I lied. We're going to make sure that we cut this paper down to size first. So, and I'm going to make sure there's actually a border around it. So this thin cut is a 4 4¼ by 5½, which is the size of our cards. That's why it's great for a card background. You can obviously use it for pages and anything like that. But since this is a 4¼ by 5½, okay, I'm going to do that. So this actually comes to 4 3/4. So I'm going to make it 4 3/4 by 6. That way I have a border around the edge of it. And we're going to do something cool with that too. So, all right. So I have my white glitter paper here. And I've got this, which we're going to use a little bit later. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move my Versamat out of the way. And I'm going to pull in my all-purpose mat. So I actually don't have a full all-purpose mat here at my house, but I am in the process of getting to me. So I have this small one. This is actually great if you take an all-purpose mat and you cut it into 4 sections. This is a great travel size if you ever didn't want to take a full all-purpose mat with you to wherever you're going. So I just wanted to point that out. But what I'm going to use is I actually have them all in here. This is one of our ink cases. We have our Distress Oxides. So you just open this up and kind of show you what's in here. So we have all of our brush, our blending tools, and then I've got my Distress Oxide, which I've named on the side so we can see what they are. And I'm just going to pull them all out here. So as you can see, we have an array of different colors here. But what we're going to do is I'm actually going to only use a few of them, and we're going to make a really pretty effect here. And since we have hearts, I'm going to do more of the pinks and the purples. I might throw a little bit of blue in there. But I know that with COVID and everything, they've had some delays in shipping, but if you're part of any of our Facebook groups, we have been trying to keep you guys up to date when these come in. So if you're not a part of that and you want to be a part of it, let us know and we'll add you to it. But I'm going to pick out a few colors and then we're going to get started with this. All right, so we're set up here with our colors. I'm going to kind of see how I feel, but I think this is the color scheme I want. And I just wanted to let you know, so we have these little foam things that go on the top of our brushes here. As you can see, this one goes right on top there. Oops, didn't push it on well enough. Okay, I'm gonna put that down and stick it. There we go. So now it's stuck. But what we do is we actually take some extra bags. So this is like one of the thin 3D foam tapes, and we actually keep it in here when it's not in use. That way it doesn't get on anything. So you kind of have that to play around with. And once you can get one of these for every single color. I only have 3 currently, so it's a way to keep your pads until it's time to discard them, which we have not found that we've had to do yet. I'm also wearing an apron because just be aware that this Distress Oxide ink is a little bit more permanent, so you just kind of want to be aware of that. But we just wanted to show you how amazing this looks on glitter paper, because you've seen it on paper, you've seen it on our distressed watercolor paper, but on glitter paper, it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to go around here. And like we've said in the past, you're going to take your ink blending tool along with the foam, And you're gonna just go in a circular motion. So I've got that, and I'm just gonna go onto my paper in a circular motion. So with the glitter paper, it is coarser, so you might feel that as you're going. But what's really nice about all of this is I can take different colors and we can just kind of mix them together, just like we would on paper. So I'm gonna go around and I'm going to just pick up the ink color on here. If you've got a new foam, you might have to work it a little bit to get that ink on there. But we're just gonna go around. I'm gonna blend these colors together and we're gonna come out with something. All right, so there you have it. So you can see I kind of did all of the pinks, the coral, the candied apple, and then I threw in some chipped sapphire there just to kind of give it a little bit of a different tone and give some purples in there. And if you saw, I actually was using a paper towel to kind of hold and blot as I was going along, kind of to help keep my fingers a little bit cleaner here. At the very end, also because it's glitter paper, it actually doesn't soak in as fast. So you can always heat set this or anything like that, which I'm gonna actually do before we put it through the Cuttlebug because I don't want it getting the ink onto my thin cut. But I actually also just took these and I kind of wiped them out on here too because the color kind of transferred a little bit. But then you can see that the foam is perfectly fine again afterwards, and you can use it for the same color. So I just wanted to kind of show you those different things. I'm gonna do a small little experiment here because on regular paper you can always spray some water on it. So we're gonna see what happens when we spray water on to this. So it took a little bit more off than I had wanted to. I didn't spray it as well as I should have, but I think it still looks really, really cool. So we're gonna heat set this, come back, and then put it through the dye. So I didn't love how the water looked, so all I did was just blended some more color into it, and voila, it's fixed. All right, so now we have it in our Cuttlebug, and we're just gonna put it through the machine. And there you have it. It is all punched out and ready to go. Because it is glitter paper, some of the hearts did get stuck a little, but because I'm pushing backwards, it rips the back of the paper, not the front. And then you can just always take your micro tip scissors and kind of trim that. So you can also use these hearts elsewhere. But I just wanted to show you that even after playing with it and trying with the water, and it didn't love how the water looked, it still looks beautiful, and it's such a cool card. And maybe you don't love it when you have it as just a sheet, but when you see this is cut out, look how beautiful that is. And look how cool the sapphire kind of turned into purple when we started to mix it and everything like that. And then you also have this really, really pretty border as well. But there you have it. There is our Technique Tuesday, just kind of showing you how to use the Distress Oxides on glitter paper. And you can still see how beautiful it absolutely looks on glitter paper. I did put it through the Cuttlebug 2 times just because the glitter paper is thicker, so you want to get that thin cut through it. Just showing you how awesome this ink is on different textures and things like that. You do have to heat set this just because it takes a lot longer to dry, and as you can see, it's on my fingers just from being me using it before. But it really, really does look beautiful.
And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. Also, remember, we have our virtual weekend at the end of this month, February 25th to the 28th. So if you would like to join that, you still can. Just place a $50 order on our website before tax and shipping. We also have the In This Together paper kit out there, which is so cute. We just got ours in the mail. Oh my gosh, it's so stinking cute. And remember, at the end of this month as well, the Home Sweet Home kit is going to be retiring. So if you want to get any of that stuff, make sure you go and check it out. Also, we did some running of space and numbers and talking to our venue, and we actually can fit 4 more people in our weekend in March. So if you have any friends, or if you want to come down and bring some friends with you, we have 4 more spots. So if you'd like to join us, come on down. Woohoo! And it's all COVID safe. We are sticking with restrictions and everything, but we're gonna have a great time, right?
Yes, we are.
Yay! All right, that's Technique Tuesday. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
That could be an outtake. Sorry.
Oh, that was mean.
Take a shower anyway.
What's in my boot?
Your boot?
Snow butt. Evil.